Hello, my journey family. I'm just going to do a collective message for the collective in regards to all of the planets going, well, not all of the planets, but with the movement of planets going direct in the month of October. Just wanted to have a little soul conversation with you about it. Okay, and see what we have with our let's see what we got popping for the rest of October. We've been in this stagnant energy of things not really moving in the way that we would like since I'm going to say back in July, August, somewhere around there when the planets started going retrograde, and you can feel it and you can tell. Okay, and I'm so looking forward to the shift of planets going direct. My patio doors open. My apologies. I live in the city. It is what it is. I like fresh air all year round. Okay. So, empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And you may be realizing some things about yourself, okay, in regards to your loneliness, your empathy, and your love, how you express those things, how you receive those things, right? Knowing that you're never alone, even in lonely spaces. And I, for one, as a single female, okay, understand that very much so. However, and I don't want to say just keep yourself busy, because that doesn't always work. And, it's not always conducive to just be busy. 11. Right? Do I want to use the tarot? No, not really. I don't really want to use the tarot. Not yet. Let's just get to chatting. Okay? Yeah, because I may use the tarot to clarify. Let's just get to chatting about these cards and the depthness about how we express our love. How do we feel we should be loved? And are we giving that love to ourselves? I like to think I am. I take myself on dates. I, get massages regularly. I even buy myself flowers occasionally. I do nice things for myself often, and just not by surprise, but like on a cuff. Like I might be in the grocery store and I'll see some flowers. I'll buy some flowers just off the cuff because I like surprises, right? So I'll do things like that for myself because I like surprises. I will run myself a bath and I might put flower petals in them, even though I know it's going to be a mess to clean up later. But I like the feel of opulence. I like the feel of luxury. I like the feel of caring, right? I used to have a lover who would draw me a bath. I loved that. Like, to not have to draw your own bath was a beautiful thing for me. I used to be like, it's kind of weird because you don't really know how I like my water, you know what I'm saying? But it was like nice because how he prepped the water. Like he would put essential oils in the water. He would ask, like what kind of oil, like would you like oil in your bath water? And I used to be like, no, because it's depending on what kind of tub you have, it can be a mess to clean up, right? And I'm always thinking about the aftermath of something, which is very, Virgo moon of me, but it just is what it is. I am always thinking about the aftermath of a thing. Like, oh, if I put all of this stuff in my tub, I'm going to have to, oh my God, I'm going to have to, da, 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 da. And I can't just leave it for later. Like, I share a space with my sons. Okay, they're older. They don't, it's boys. They don't, they're not as cleanly. Okay, boys are not as cleanly. And they will take a shower right on top of that. Like, and not that they have, I can see it. I can foresee them doing it. Or complaining about stuff is in the tub and waiting for me to clean it. Or, just whatever. I'm going into a rant that I don't want to go into. But expressing the love to myself. Loneliness is a different animal, is it not? Right? You think you're alone, and then the divine does something awesome to remind you that you're not. And it's like, this is great, but I'm big on physical touch. And it's so nice to have a lover in my life right now who is also big on physical touch. So to be touching and holding and kissing all the time is a beautiful thing. But I also like to be talked to and understood, and I want to have conversations that most people don't have, and everyone doesn't do all of those things. And it's okay, though, because if you're doing them for yourself, and this is the thing, I hear people, I'm just going to go ahead and be a buck with you. I hear people all the time, you don't know how to love yourself and da-da-da-da. Well, I do all of those things for myself. I love myself infinitely. But I still want somebody else in my life, okay? And that's just the bottom line on that. Like, I can love myself from now until the Dickens, but you get tired of masturbation, and you get tired of, not being able to roll over at the end and hug something other than a pillow, or, talk to something other than yourself. Like, alone is great, but okay, human interaction is what we should be doing, is what we should have. I mean, there's a reason that two people were created. Two people were created. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not talking about genders and blah, 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 blah. Two people were created, period. Everyone deserves a companion. Empathy, I am open to seeing both sides of the situation, understanding that, you may want things a certain way, but you have lessons to get while you're here on this earth too. So he can't, he can't be 6'4" and solid muscle with a slong down to his ankles and compassionate and works hard and loves his family. Like, there is going to be a missing component. To some extent, to some form, to some fashion, there will be a missing component that you may be the filler in. Heal the ouch. And these may be ouches for you. Loneliness, love, empathy. You want to heal those. It is time to heal those. It's an 11. Spirit is calling for you to heal those so that it can continue to bring in the flourishing things that it wants to bring into you. And as these planets go direct, either you will get better at these things, or you will no matter what, you will get better. Okay. Because I don't like to give false hope on this channel. Okay. But if you are doing the things, if you are getting the birth chart together and you're looking at where you can make better changes within yourself, then you need to go ahead and do that. And it's just one day at a time. Like, seriously. I know people hate to hear that, but it really is one day at a time. There are no quick fixes to eternal soul problems or, financial growth. You have to do something every day to fix your ish. Okay, this is an adult channel. Do something every day to fix your shit and get your life together. Okay? Spirit, one card, please. Let me get an Abraham Hicks card to uplift this. To uplift and to give knowledge to next steps To receive what I want, I must not push against the unwanted. What is Abram talking about? This is an expanding universe, and all things must be allowed. In other words, for you to understand and experience what you desire, you must understand that which you do not desire. For in order to be able to choose and focus, both must be present and understood. There has to be a balance. Libra. Has to be a balance. Bring in the Libran energy that is passing around right now in regards to relationships, friendships, courtships, workships, right? Bring those in to self and know that you can and will have the love and not be lonely and have the empathy, right? You can heal. You can heal. You can heal. You will heal. You will understand. You will grow in the places that is necessary for you to understand and grow in. Universe, please, one card for the collective. Like, you know, you understanding yourself and how you operate is going to help you so much more. Like, okay, we're going to talk about me. Because I don't like to give out other people's business examples, but I'm going to talk about me. Right now, I have a lover in my life that I'm trying to understand, right? What should I be doing for him? And then I had to realize, it's not even what I should be doing for him. What's best for me in regards to communication with him? And if he doesn't want to do a thing, man, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't spend the kind of time with me that I would really like to spend with you. Don't call me the way that I would like you to, because the truth of the matter is I'm not calling him like that. Opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. Fuck it. If it doesn't knock, build a damn door. Create the space. And I'm always fearful of what type of time I have on my hands. And I show that to people because it's just like, she ain't doing nothing. But I really do be doing stuff. It's just that I'll be calling you in a space when I'm not doing stuff. And now that you think you can call me in that same space, you can't, because my schedule is not the same as your schedule. Like, I might be busy from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then not be doing nothing for the rest of the day. Where you still got to run errands and you still got to go get kids and you still got to da-da-da-da and do this and do that. I'm done with what I got to do for the day. Or it might start at 10 a.m. and go all the way to 9 p.m. Now, I might be busy for that whole time span. And now you're free. Granted, I can talk to you within that time, but I can't just pick up and go and stop doing what I'm doing. So it is great that we've had the expansion and learning that we need these things. And I want to say the expansion. It's great that we're learning that we need to do these things for ourselves. But we also need to not push against the unwanted. Know exactly what it is that you do want. Expressing your no in places where you don't want to be bothered. You know? I appreciate you guys listening to me ranting. Background noises of my kids doing whatever they're doing. And the open doors and all of that stuff. I truly appreciate you guys. Continue to walk your North Node and expanding your Jupiter. This too shall pass. Life does get better. Make smart choices. Stick to your decisions. Understand that what you want wants you. Let your no's be no's and your yeses be a yes. Blessings.